Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Amra and this is Amra's Beauty Blog. I'm a freelance makeup artist with a passion for all things beauty. If you're a subscriber, then a welcome return. If you like this video, then please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell for weekly uploads. So today we are going to be talking about the rest of the Suqqu 20th anniversary collection. As you previously may have seen, I was kindly gifted their foundation, but I went back and I picked up the powder. So I have the new powder that they launched as well as some gifts. So I'm going to show you that first, and then I'm going to show you the pieces that I got delivered yesterday, which were the final pieces from the collection, and wanted to show you what I got from there as well. First of all, this is the powder. So this is the loose powder, which is the face powder, and it comes in this gorgeous container. And you can see that it's absolutely huge, really substantial and big, and feels very high quality. It is the loose powder. It comes in this sort of lavender sort of shade, and I picked up the lavender powder that was part of the 20th anniversary collection, the compact. So I've had a question from one of my subscribers about comparing those, so I'll do that at the end of the video, but I'm going to put this on after I finish my look just to show you how the powder looks on my skin. I have the Suqqu foundation on the new formula. This is in 040. I've blended it in. I'm very happy with how it has been performing and how it looks. This is the first item that I picked up. I will open it up for you. You twist it and then you've got this lovely soft powder puff, and then it's sealed here. So I'm not going to open it just yet, but we will be looking at that. So this is the first thing that I picked up as part of their new launches. So they've had the foundation launch, this powder, and they've also had the 20th anniversary launch. So I thought as we're looking at Suqqu, I would show you that I have picked this up. So as part of the event, there were also some free gifts. So I have the Vialume the cleansing cream in the 20 gram. It looks like that. I have used this before. I've gotten through a whole tube of this, the large size, and it is really good. Highly recommend it. With my skin, Suqqu skincare seems to work really well. Obviously it's different for everyone, but this is a really nice travel size, so very happy that I've got this. The second item that they gifted was the Vialume the mask. Now this is their facial sheet mask. It's one of the individual ones, so I will let you know how I get on with this. It's meant to be really good. I'm glad I got this. They also kindly gifted me a Suqqu bag, and if you unzip it, it's very handy. It's quite roomy. I'd probably say the only thing is the zip is a little bit stiff, but with lots of wear, I'm sure it will get more and more looser. But that's what I was also kindly gifted. And then this was the thing that really was lovely. It comes in a box like this. Open it up. You can see here it says Suqqu underneath. You pull it open and you'll find a face brush. This is a gorgeous Suqqu face brush. I mean, you can use this for powder, you can use it for blush. So what I thought I would do today is actually use this for applying the blush that I'm going to use from the new 20th anniversary collection, because I think this will be really lovely for that. I believe this one is synthetic. You've got the Suqqu going down below. Now I know Suqqu used to do animal hair brushes, but they moved to synthetic brushes. This is definitely synthetic. What I love is you've got the holder here, so you can put more brushes in when you're traveling. So it's a lovely holder. It just looks lovely on your vanity, to be fair. I really love that. I really love the fact that Suqqu do value their customers and gives quality items as gift with purchase. This is the other thing I got. And now we're going to talk about the rest of the 20th anniversary collection. So I picked up one of everything because you know I'm a huge Suqqu fan. I have the 20th anniversary lip kit. I've been told that this is actually sold out. There will be another restock, but it will be a limited restock. But I also know they're launching in Liberty and Harrods, so I would definitely keep an eye out as soon as it's launched, or put your name on the waiting list. There are people waiting already for some of these products. This is the lip kit, which we will definitely explore together. I also have the other eyeshadow palette, which is the 102, it's the Yumesakikou, and it's the one that's more on the pinkier side. So I thought, let's try that one. And then I got the other two remaining 20th anniversary face compacts, and those were the two shades that were 101 and 102, and that was Harutsuya and Benitsuya. And these are the ones where the closest comparison I could probably do is with Hourglass for one of them, which is more on the yellowy side. Reminds me a little bit of diffused light, which I normally put underneath my eyes. That's how I was planning to use this compact. And then you've got a more tanned colour. I will show you these as well. So I'm very, very excited about this. And then finally, my gift with purchase, which I am so excited about because I'm not quite sure if I even have a Suqqu eyeshadow brush. As part of the gift with purchase, I was kindly gifted this pouch. And then when you open it, there is an eyeshadow brush. Now, this is again also, I think, from the new collection, and the brush says Suqqu going down. I believe it's their new brush. Again, a synthetic brush, but I might use this for the collection when we do the eyeshadow and just use that to put it on because I'd like to see how this performs. So let's start off with the first one, which is the eye and blush compact in 102. And then the name is Yumesakikou. 9.2 grams of product. It's made in Japan and there is a 12-month shelf life. So it comes in the gorgeous Suqqu packaging. This is the same one that they had gifted me, but it's in the pink tone. The difference with these is that there are no brushes. Normally with the quads you get the brushes. There are no brushes in here, but you do get in its place the blush on this side, and then you get the 4 colours. You also get that cream eyeshadow that they recently launched, and it's in that neutral shade. So we're going to use that as a base, I think. But let me show you what this looks like. So these are the colours. Such a beautiful colour scheme. You've got the 20 here, and then you've got the Suqqu going down. And remember, as I experienced with my previous palette, once you start using the blush, this disappears. A pink palette that adds colour and charm from a soft and gentle wash of colour, all built up as desired. So there's 5 shades in each palette, which can be used in various ways to project colour, light and shadow around the eyes and the cheeks as desired. The palette contains 4 shades of eyeshadows to create different looks and a sheer blush that reveals the skin's natural beauty. The 4 shades include a high pearl formula, capturing light from metallic shine, a clear cream formula, which adheres well and adds a fresh luster, a lightweight matte formula with translucent with a hint of shadow, and a polarized pearl shimmer that produces a vivid colour with dimension and depth. With the 4 shades, blush with subtle colour that can also be used around the eyes. So let's take a look in terms of swatches. So let's start off with this shade here. It's lovely. Then we will move on to this more creamier shade. Then this shade here. It's a very cute pink there. And then finally this matte shade on the corner here. Very pretty, really lovely tones there. And then finally we are going to go into the blush shade, which is here. So I'm going to put the blush shade just there. So those are all the shades from 102. So this is the brush from Suqqu, the eyeshadow brush that was kindly gifted, and I'm going to demonstrate this with the new 102 palette. What I thought I'd do was take the cream eyeshadow here. I was just going to put it on my eyelids to give it a lovely base. Just gives my eyelids that sort of sheer wash of colour. Now I'm looking forward to trying this brush. So I'm going to use this shade here. Just dab the brush in and just put it on top of that cream shadow. and just kind of add some colour. Brush feels nice and smooth. I'm going to first try using my fingers. I'm going to go into this lovely pink shade. Just use my fingers and just dab it on the centre of the lid. It's very lovely, this colour. Really like that. And then I'm going to take this shade, which is this one here. I'm going to put it on the inner corner now. I'm going to use a different brush for that. That's very nice. And then I'll just put some on the brow bone. I'll put a little bit on the Cupid's bow, a little bit on the tip of my nose. Just take it up. And then I'll use that brush and I'll go into this shade here. I'm just going to line the eyes with that colour. Lovely. And then I am just going to go off camera and add a little bit more mascara, liner and brow, and I will be back to do the blush. So here's the other brush that I was kindly gifted, and you can see that it's really gorgeous, really, really soft, and I'm going to use that on my cheeks now. So I've just gone away, I've added some mascara, some brow and some liner, and I'm going to go in now with that colour blush, taking care not to, oh yeah, I mean it's already coming off the 20, but never mind, here we go. The brush feels so soft. Lovely. Okay, so that is everything from the palette 102. I'm loving the colours. I think that the blush does show on my skin tone, but I think if you're darker than I am, you may struggle to see it because I had to build it up a little bit to get it to come up. It is a nice blush, but I don't think it's going to suit everybody. I think this palette definitely leans more to a fairer skin tone. I think the eyeshadow I get away with, but the blush is a lovely kind of warmth, but not necessarily like an impactful blush. It is a very, very pretty palette still. We can look at the face compact now. So they come in 2 shades. I was intrigued by both of them because I wasn't sure what would suit me. We're gonna go into 101. So it comes in the gorgeous Suqqu packaging, similar to the one that I showed you in my previous video. You get the protector, and then this is 101. So you can see that it's beautifully designed, sort of that 3D printer effect. So this one is 101 and it's called Harutsuya limited edition. A bright and natural glow formulated primarily with gold tone pearls for a lively impression. So I'm excited to see how this is going to look. So just off the bat, I'm probably going to use this more as a highlighter, and the reason I say this is I was going to use it under my eyes, but there's actually little particles of glitter if you look very, very closely, and I think when I swatched it in store I could see this as well. I just don't think it's going to be ideal for an under eye powder. I'm going to keep that for when I try the purple lavender loose powder, but for this I'm going to put this as a highlight shade. So I've got my brush, I'm going to go in, you can see the colour there. I'm just going to add a little bit of powder to the top of my cheeks. Same as the other side. Definitely feels more like a highlighter shade. Again, if you're a darker skin tone, this probably won't be the one that you pick up because it's not going to show as well. I mean, even on me, it's quite subtle. And I put on 101 as the face compact colour, and you can see that it's kind of lifted my face a little bit, made my face glow a little bit more, which I do like that effect. And this one is 102 Benitsuya, which is the other colour that is part of this collection. So in total there were 3 compacts, and I already showed you the first one in another video, which I'll leave the link below. This is what it looks like, same gorgeous packaging, and this one leans more towards the orange side. So there you go, beautiful 3D effect. So this compact is 102 Benitsuya limited edition. Gives a soft and dewy complexion formulated primarily with pink pearls for creating a soft look. These do remind me of the Hourglass ones for some reason. I'm not sure why, but I will see if I can do a comparison at the end with another Hourglass shade. So I'm going to take my brush again, I'm going to go into the colour. You can see the colour coming off, and I think I will just put it on my cheeks, mix it with that yellow shade. I mean, you can use it as an all over shade because it's meant to give like a soft finish. So I think that's what I'll do as well. Nice compact to carry around as well. It's not too heavy. The only thing I'd say is I wish there was something in here where I could use to get the product out, because when I'm traveling, I still need to carry a brush with me in order to make this work. So I wanted to show you the hand swatches of the two. It's really quite faint actually. I'm trying to get the colour to show through. It's not madly pigmented. Because it's a face compact, I think that's why. It's more of an overall powder. But that is the first shade, 101, and that is 102. So let's move on to the 20th anniversary lip kit. This is the one that I've just been told today that's sold out, but I am sure that there'll be a restock. So make sure you put your name down if you are interested. These lipsticks are all made in Japan. There is a Comfort Lip Fluid Fog in 111, a Suqqu Treatment Wrapping Lip in 104, a Sheer Matte Lipstick in 115, and a Moisture Rich Lipstick in 129. There is a slip to protect it. Then there's a box inside. So the box says Suqqu 20. You open it up, then you have the 4 shades that are part of the collection. We are going to test all of these shades out now, and I'll show you how they look with this look. It's divided into 4 sections: spring, summer, autumn and winter. So this one is summer, a lip colour that brings a healthy gloss in a striking hydrangea colour with a clear sparkle. Definitely think that's a great description for that. So let's start off with the first shade. This is one of their newer launches. It's the Suqqu Treatment Wrapping Lip, and it's in 104 AMESHIZUKA, and it's more like a lip gloss. So you can see the gradient that goes from dark to light, and this is what the shade looks like. Got Suqqu going from here to here. So let's do a hand swatch. So this is the hand swatch. So let's take a look. Lovely. I'm actually feeling quite hot, so I feel like maybe it's time to try the powder. Open it up. There's a section to protect it. So you've got this netting underneath. I'm going to put a little bit on my hand first to show you the texture. So this is the texture of the powder. It's really light and finely milled. Wow, it feels really soft, really nice. This powder puff is so nice actually. It's taking away the shine, but also with the purple, it's got sort of like colour correcting in it, because what that does is it just neutralises any kind of dullness, sort of brightens the skin. I'll read you a little bit more about how they describe this powder, because I'm intrigued now. Sorry about all the noise in the background. It says here, Suqq's iconic loose powder has finally arrived, featuring a translucent, smooth and light veil like a fine, feathery cloak. Smoothness and lightness. For the ultimate finishing touch, the loose powder is formulated with high levels of amino acid-based powder to deliver a smooth and soft finish without drying out the skin. The particles are less regular than sheer type powder and have a smoother feel on the skin. It effortlessly blends with the skin and has great adhesion without leaving a powdery feel. Fine feathery powder enhances the luster of the foundation and adapts to the skin over time. It enhances the skin's natural beauty and the look of the foundation by minimizing the appearance of pores and fine lines, resulting in a silky, radiant complexion. The powder beautifully blends with the foundation and skin's natural oils over time for an always polished look. The misty pink hue, resembling a gentle morning mist, has a natural toning effect on the skin. The misty pink hue with a blush undertone resembles the translucent quality of dawn's light. The fine pearlescent pigments add a natural and glamorous brightness to the skin without affecting the rest of your makeup look. Definitely agree with that. It's beautiful. I really like this powder, and I especially love this powder puff. So we're moving on to the next lipstick. This one represents autumn. This is the colour 115. It is their sheer matte lipstick AKEHA. It's a gentle matte lipstick that is subtly sheer with a rich and mellow hue inspired by the beautiful autumnal scene and foliage. This is the colour that I normally gravitate towards, so I think this is going to look really pretty on my skin tone. I love the fact that there's also a top for it and not a stopper, which is handy if you want to use this with their other refills. So you've got the Suqqu colour here, you've got the Suqqu at the top. Beautiful shade, my favourite shade. This is a hand swatch for 115. Okay, so let's try this one on together now. Oh, that's pretty. So we're moving on to the next shade. This one represents winter and it's their moisture rich lipstick and it's in 129 TSUBAKIKOROMO, a lip colour that gives a dewy finish in a deep shimmering red. So I'm excited to try this one. So it comes in the more glossy packaging and this is the shade. So pretty. Look at that. This is a hand swatch. So let's apply this one. Oh, it's very pretty and it's very glossy as well. I do like this formula. This represents winter. So we're moving on to the final shade. This is Spring. It's a Comfort Lip Fluid Fog in 111. It's called OUBAIMATOI, a liquid lip colour that delivers a soft, misty gloss with a soft texture and gentle cherry plum colour. Now, out of all the shades, this was the one that I was most worried about. I swatched it in store and I thought I might need a liner for this because it's not the kind of colour I could put as an overall colour, because I think it's quite light on my skin tone. I think this colour will look good on fairer skin tones. The other three work perfectly fine with my skin tone and my slightly pigmented lips, but this one, I think it's quite peachy. Let's have a look and see whether this works. So this is how it looks. That's the shade at the bottom. You can see it's quite peachy. And then you've got the doe foot, and I'll just show you a hand swatch. Okay, so let's see how we get on. It's not too bad actually. So I'm just going to use my finger and just kind of blur the edges. You know what, I think I get away with this actually. And I'm just going to take the excess, I'm just going to add that to my cheeks a bit. Actually works really well as a kind of topper on top of the other colour. This definitely has like a spring-like feel to it, the shade. You know what, I quite like this actually. I'm surprised. Not bad. So I first of all thought I'd do a little comparison. I have the Jellyfish palette, which has diffuse light in it, which is this shade here. I also have the 101 shade, and I wanted to compare those two shades together. So I currently have them on my hand at the moment, and the one below that is the Suqqu one, and the one above is the Hourglass one. What you'll notice immediately is this one is a little bit more yellowy in tone. This one is more lighter in tone. So this is diffused light. It looks yellow in the pan, and they actually look quite identical in the pans, but this is lighter and doesn't have any sparkle, where this one has sparkle and is a little bit more on the yellow side. That's the difference between diffused light and the 101 20th anniversary shade. So the next comparison I thought I'd do is dim light, which is this one here, and it's in most of the Hourglass palettes. This one's from the Leopard palette, and then this is the 102. I thought these two had a similar tone, so I'm just going to compare these two now. So on the camera, there isn't that much difference, and I don't think on my skin tone you'd see much of a difference. I think they look quite similar actually. This is dim light, and then this is the Suqqu 102 powder compact. Again, this one has a little bit of sparkle, but the Hourglass one doesn't. There isn't much in it, to be fair. So I mean, these compacts aren't necessary if you want to save money. I think the eyeshadow and the palette is probably a better buy if you already have these shades like dim light and the previous one which I compared, which was diffuse light. I don't think you need these two palettes from Suqqu. Just wanted to give you my thoughts on that. So a lovely subscriber of mine asked about a comparison between the loose powder, which I literally just got, with the powder compact in the colour 103, which I did the review on. So I have that side by side. This is a loose powder at the top, and at the bottom is the compact. So the loose powder feels a little bit more different. It feels more finely milled. The one at the bottom is more of a firmer texture. The colours are quite similar, but this one is a little bit lighter. This one's a little bit more purple. Then I just wanted to do a comparison of the lipsticks. So I picked up 12, which is this shade here, and then I looked at the new shade, which is 115, and then I realised actually they're quite different. This is lighter and this is darker. So here they are side by side. 12 versus 115. So this is the finished look and I think it's beautiful. I'm just going to finish off with some of the Suqqu Makeup Fix Mist, just to make sure that the makeup stays on. But I am really impressed. I wasn't sure how the rest of the collection would look. I'd say that I don't think that the powder compacts are a necessity. I think that the eye and the cheek palette is definitely a yes if you're going to get it. I would get it if you're fair to medium skin tone. I think the previous review that I did of the palette, which was 101, would be better for medium to tan because of the depth of the colours in the palette. I think this one is better for fair to medium. The lipsticks worked on me surprisingly, all 4 shades, and it's such a gorgeous collection. Now I know this is the one that everyone has bought and sold out. Also the powder, the 101 that I just showed you, that's also sold out, but the loose powder is exceptional. I really love it. I've got it on at the moment now and yeah, loving the feeling of it. Feels beautiful, feels very silky, very Suqqu. I love it. So I hope that's helped. I really hope you can pick up some of this collection when it launches in Liberty and Harrods. I will put all the details below so you know where to get it and when it launches. But if you can get yourself on the waiting list at Selfridges, they are doing another restock, I've been told, but it will be limited stock because there is a huge waiting list at the moment, especially from the States, because America don't have this product, so they have a lot of people waiting from the US. I really hope it's helped. Please let me know your thoughts and your comments. I'd love to know what you're going to pick up. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.